This is technically my final review of the 2018 movie watching season, and what a way to end it. What is up, Flick fans, and welcome back to my channel. This is my fourth official video of the day. Today we are talking about If Beale Street Could Talk, a movie I've been wanting to see since I made my top 10 of the year list. It's one of those films that could have snuck in. I wanted to see it so bad, did not come to a theater near me until literally this weekend. I finally got to see it. At the end of this video, I will be placing it in my 2018 list live on the video for you guys to see if you want to stick around. If not, I understand. But right now we're talking Barry Jenkins' brand new movie, If Beale Street Could Talk. So a woman in Harlem embraces her pregnancy while she and her family struggle to prove her fiance innocent of a crime. If you guys don't know how my reviews work, I like to talk about the film and then get into my score. Let's get right into If Beale Street Could Talk. And what an absolutely devastatingly gorgeous film this thing is. Some of the best color correction and cinematography I have seen all year. This is definitely an artistic movie, and you expect that from Barry Jenkins. I don't think it's Moonlight level artistic, and I don't think I necessarily like it as much as Moonlight. Now, it's very close, and rewatch may sway my opinion in one direction or the other, as it always does. But right now, if we're talking about just 2018, quality-wise, If Beale Street Could Talk is one of the best quality movies of the year, just from a technical standpoint. Like I said, the cinematography, the color correction, you guys know that's good. You've seen the trailer. It is that way throughout the entire movie. There are 5 or 6 times when I was watching this, I literally said to myself, I could paint but there could be a picture painted of what is on screen exactly how it is, and it would be perfectly framed in every way, and there are so many shots in this film just like that. Barry Jenkins, he's just a master behind the camera. He knows what he's doing. He brings together a great cast always, a great screenplay always, and the perfect people at the helm. I love a great cinematographer, and just some of the best I've seen all year. And then music-wise, this score, when I was talking about scores for the Golden Globes, I did not bring this up because, of course, I haven't seen the movie. I can't get the score out of my head. I can't stop thinking about this music. That one theme that plays throughout, the one in the trailer, you guys know what I'm talking about if you have seen it. My goodness, it will stick with you. And I continue to bathe in the emotion of this movie when I think of it. When I think of certain scenes, when I think of the relationship, and the relationship between these two, our guy and our girl, or our man and our woman, as it portrays so beautifully on screen. If that doesn't work, the movie doesn't work. But Stephen James and Kiki Lane, you two are incredible in this movie. Not to mention Regina King, who I finally got to see her performance. I did not know that she should have won at the Golden Globes, but you know what? After seeing this, I'm like, yeah, she deserved that, and she deserves many more awards because she was phenomenal. There's one scene towards the end when she and somebody else is breaking down on screen at the exact same time, and I was devastated emotionally. I was also shocked to see not even the cameos, people who played roles in this movie. I had no clue they were in here. You have Ed Skrein from Deadpool. You have Diego Luna from Star Wars. Oh, look, it's Dave Franco. What is he doing in this movie? And then someone else who has also blown me away multiple times this year. That's Brian Tyree Henry. He was in Widows. He was in Into the Spider-Verse. And once again, giving a great performance and a great monologue about halfway through the movie. The scene is very slow. It's eerie. It gets creepy. It is subtly interrupted. I loved how it was interrupted, but his monologue was great. He's a great actor. Oh yeah, and Pedro Pascal. Forgot about that. There's a lot of famous people. Here's what I wanted a bit more from this movie, and actually what I thought the film was going to be based around. It ends up being based around this relationship and those two in particular, but I wanted it to focus a bit more on the family dynamic. Those two families clashing. The scene at the beginning of the movie, I thought was incredible. The dialogue, the conversations, the conflict there was awesome, but it's never really hit on again. We never really see those two families come into conflict like they did at the beginning. And I know that's not the point of the movie, but honestly, I kind of wanted it to be the point of the movie because I enjoyed that scene and that level of just tension that was built in that scene. It never quite hit those heights again for me. That was the best part of the movie. It was in the main beginning, and I just wanted more from both of the families. Now, we do get a lot with her and her mother and Regina King, and that is all great, but I wanted more with his mother and his father and that dynamic. It's there, but once again, I needed more of that to get more emotionally connected to this story. Even though I can tell those weren't Barry Jenkins' intentions, I also wanted this film to move a bit faster. At times, it just lingers on characters even when they're not speaking, and I'm sitting there like, okay, this is beautiful, it's very artistic, I get it. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't work. Other times I just want to move on to the next scene. It felt a little long in parts. Not saying it took me out of the film, but it did feel long.
That's what she said.
Not to keep comparing this to Moonlight, but that's one thing I think Moonlight really nailed is the time between each story aspect. I think it was really perfection, that part of the movie. But for Beale Street, there were times when I wanted to see other characters get their due, and they never really got their due. They were hit on once, never hit on again, and we go back to our main couple. And I know that's the focus of the movie, done beautifully. Every scene between them was riveting when it would show her face and his face with these underlying themes in the background. Sometimes these themes could come across a little bit too strong in my opinion. Just scale it back a bit, but the craft was still there and I really appreciate that. So here's what I'm going to say about Beale Street, guys. If you are in the mood for another Oscar movie, one that you haven't seen yet, one that hasn't gotten a wide release, please go and see If Beale Street Could Talk, because I do believe it's worth your time. If you're not in the mood for something that's a little slow, takes some time to warm up, want something that's going to be more of a crowd pleaser, this is not that movie, although its intentions were not to be that film, and that is why I'm going to give If Beale Street Could Talk an 86%, a beautiful film. What a way to cap off 2018. Not technically, but it is a 2018 movie. And as you can see, I am placing this movie in my 2018 movies watch list. I have seen 180 movies before this, now 181, and I think that is a great spot for it. If you guys want to keep up with that list and see what happens upon rewatch after rewatch, go follow me on Letterboxd. You can keep up with my 2018 list, my 2019 list, which is full steam ahead, baby. And this is the final movie I had to see before Oscar season. Now we get into the Academy Awards, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Tomorrow morning, the brand new Netflix series, Sex Education. I'm 4 episodes in. That's gonna be a fun video. You guys are the absolute best, as always, and I'll catch you later.